Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are unboxing and set up a TP-Link WA1801. So that is their Wi-Fi 6 access point. So if your main router Wi-Fi doesn't quite reach the backyard or upstairs or that far off bedroom, so this is little white box is here to save the day. So let's quickly talk about what make it worth your time. So first, the speed. So it is called an AX1800, so which is just a fancy way of saying, so it can hit combined speeds of up to 1.8 gigahertz per second. So the 5 gigahertz band give you about 1200 mbps. So that is your fast lane for 4K streaming, gaming, and downloading a huge file. So the 2.4 gigahertz band give you around 570 mbps. So which is 5 gigahertz is giving double than that. So which is a perfect for browsing web or connecting all your smart home gadgets. Now, why does this Wi-Fi 6 actually matter? Honestly, it's a game changer compared to the old Wi-Fi. So it handle all of your device without breaking a switch. So if your family got phones, laptops, TVs, game consoles, and bunch of smart plug-in so running at once, so Wi-Fi 6 talk to all of them at the same time instead of waiting in line. So nobody get the annoying buffering wheels. So you get way less lag, video calls won't freeze, and the online games won't stutter. So it is just a feel snappier. So it actually saves your phone's battery. Wi-Fi 6 let your device take a little naps between data transfer, so they don't drain it fast when connected to the access point. So it is more secure. It support newest WPA3 stands, so which is just fancy way to saying it is tough for hackers to mess with your network. And the last thing is the signal strong. So it is got 4 big antenna that focus the Wi-Fi straight toward your devices, instead of just blasting it everywhere. So now, all right. So enough talking. Now we'll do unboxing. Let's see what we have got inside the box. So first we have access point itself, nice, clean, and white design with 4 adjustable antenna that you can twist around, flip it over, and you will see a port on the back, a power port, and on off switch, and reset button, and you will need pin 4, and then main Ethernet ports. So they also throw in a power adapter, a PO injector, which is handy if you want to mount these things far away from a wall outlet, a short Ethernet cable, and a quick setup guide. One super important thing, the flip the access point over and check the sticker on the bottom. So that is where they printed default Wi-Fi name and MAC address. Keep that handy because we will need it for the first log. Now here is the cable that is coming from main router. So this is what going to bring the internet to our access point. So I am just going to put a connector on this cable so we can plug into the access point. So nothing fancy, just getting it ready. And once that is done, so we can connect it and get everything online. Take that cable, we just drop it, the one coming from your main router, and plug it directly into the Ethernet port on the back of the access point. So if you are using the PO injector I mentioned, just put it right in the middle. The main router goes into the LAN port on the injector, then run another cable from the PoE port on the injector to the access point. So that way the access point get both internet and power through that signal wire. Once that is all connected, plug in the power adapter or connect the PoE injector to a wall socket and hit the power button on the back of the unit. Now just give it about a minute to turn on the access point. So that is your sign that it is alive and ready for the setup. Alright, grab your phone or laptop and head into the Wi-Fi setting. So you should see the default network name we spotted on the sticker earlier. So it will start with the TP-Link something. So go ahead and connect to it. So this is just temporary connection for the setup. Now open your web browser and type in tplinkap.net in the address bar. If that doesn't work, just type in default IP address. It's something like 192.168.0.254 or 0.1 also coming instead. Since this is your first time to log in, it is going to ask you to create an admin password. So this is not your Wi-Fi password. This is just protect the setting page. So pick something you will actually remember and hit save. So here is the good news. This access point boot up in access point mode by default, which is exactly what we want. And also if it is not accessible, you can change it from the setting, the mode, the access point and router mode, you can change it. So we don't even have to mess with changing the mode. So it is already set. So now let's change the Wi-Fi name and password so it match your home network. So head over to the wireless setting in the menu. You will see option for both 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz bands. So you can name them differently, like my Wi-Fi 2G and my Wi-Fi 5G. Or you can just turn on Smart Connect, so which give the same name and let your device automatically pick the best one. So type in a network name that makes sense to you. Set the security to WPA2 or WPA3 and punch in a strong password. Hit save and the access point will reboot for a second. Now let's talk about the DHCP range. Honestly, in most home setup, you probably want your main router handle all the IP address. So the easiest and most foolproof thing to do is disable your DHCP completely. So that way there is no conflict between the router and this access point, and everything stays on the same network perfectly. If you really want to change the IP range here instead, you can adjust the start and end IP address. But trust me, turn it off is the simple move for the headache and free setup. Now here is something you might want to do. By default, this access point has a LAN IP 192.168.0.1. So but if your main router is different network, like 192.168.1.1 or different, maybe 10.20 something, so you might want to change this so you can always access the access point setting easily. To do this, just go to advanced network LAN. So you will see the LAN IP field. Just change it to the IP that on the same network as your main router, but outside your router's DHCP range. Now this access point actually support 4 different modes. So access point, range extender, multi SSID and client. So you can find this the system operation mode. One last thing before we wrap up, once you got everything set up perfectly, Wi-Fi name, password, all your setting, so you should definitely back up your configuration. So go to system and backup restore. So you will see a backup button, just click it and it will save all your current setting as a file on your computer. So why do this? If anything ever goes wrong and you need to reset the access point, then you can just come back here to click browse to find backup and hit restore. So all your setting will come back in a second. So once it is finished rebooting, your new Wi-Fi network will pop up on your phone or laptop. Go ahead and connect using a new password you just set. So if you get the internet, congratulations, and you are all set. A couple of quick bonus tips before I let you go. So if you are planning to mount this on a wall or ceiling, try to place it in a high and in the center of the area you want to cover, and point all four antennas straight up for the absolute best signal. So that is literally all there is to it. So super straightforward, right? If this video helped you out, please give a thumb up and subscribe for more tech guides. Drop any question in the comment and I will